So in today's video, I'm going to share with you one of my go-to moves that I believe every golfer can benefit from. So whether you're someone that struggles with rotation through the trunk or the hips, maybe you struggle to load properly in your golf swing or stay in posture, or maybe you're someone that struggles with a little bit of a sway or a slide as you swing the club, this move will help with all of those things. So the move in question is a split squat hold with rotation. Now I'm going to demo this to start with using a ball and a wall, and then I'm going to show you a regressed version that's really simple to do from home using just a golf club. Now I'm going to start by doing some reps to the right hand side, so right foot forward, working as if I was a right-handed golfer on my backswing, but you would do this both sides anyway. So I'm going to take a reasonable step away from the wall with my right foot, and I'm going to gently place my left foot on the wall. Now, really important here that I don't put too much pressure into this back foot, so I don't want to be kind of sunken back towards the wall. Very lightly through that back foot, most of my pressure is going down into this front foot, so my right foot. I'm going to have a little bit of softness in the knee, and I'm going to be hinged over. So my trunk is actually tilted over, kind of at an angle that would mimic me in my golf posture. I'm going to take a palms facing grip on the ball, and the ball is going to go into my chest. So I'm going to get nice and grounded into this front foot here, and then I'm going to rotate in the direction of that front foot. So rotating to the right as far as I can, and then holding at this end position for a couple of seconds. I'm going to return to the start and repeat. So nice and grounded through that front foot, hinged over into golf posture, ball into the chest, and then I'm going to stay nice and connected through that upper body, rotating as far to the right as I can, staying in my golf posture. So I don't want to be lifting up here. I want to stay in my kind of golfing tilt as I rotate to the right as far as I can, hold at the end range for a couple of seconds, and then return. So there's a lot of things going on there. Firstly, you're going to feel a huge amount through this lead foot. So as I rotate to the right here, I'm internally rotating into that right hip. So I can really feel right hip, kind of right glute loading here, which is obviously what we want in that backswing. We want a nice coiled backswing loading into the hip and glute. You're going to feel a lot of activation through the foot and ankle complex here. So as I'm rotating here, I'm having to stay really stable through this front leg. So again, glute is working hard. I'm working hard through the knee, the ankle, the foot to stay nice and stable. So if you're someone that maybe struggles with a bit of a sway off the ball, you'll really feel that there. You'll see that the pressure will probably go to the kind of outside of the blade here. You're going to struggle for a little bit of stability. So you can start to learn what it feels like to be nice and stable through the lower body as you rotate and load into the hip and glute. We're also going to get some mobility through the trunk here as well. So ball into the chest, I'm rotating to the right, staying in that golf posture. So I'm going to be working in some rotation, working towards some extension, and also a little bit of side bend. So all the things that go on through our trunk and our golf swing, we're going to be working on there. So it's a really simple move, but there's a lot of great benefits for your body, for your golf swing, some nice feels, but it's quite difficult. So don't be surprised to start with if you're finding that move quite challenging. So if you don't have access to a ball and maybe you don't feel like putting your foot on a wall at home, what we can do is a slightly simpler version using a golf club. So I'm going to get into a very similar setup, right foot forward. My left foot is going to be at the base of the wall though, so it's not pressed up against the wall. This will just mean I'm a little bit more balanced, a little bit less pressure into this front foot, so it's a slightly easier move. I'm going to take my golf club, crossover grip at the top of the chest. Everything else is the same. So a little bit of softness in the knee, hinged over into golf posture, nice and grounded here. And then I'm going to slowly rotate as far as I can, hold at that end range, return and repeat. So all the same stuff is happening here. I'm working hard through that foot and ankle complex to stay stable. I'm internally rotating into this right hip, that front hip. Glute is working hard here. I'm nice and coiled into the ground. And then obviously I've got the trunk mobility. So I'm rotating, working towards a little bit of extension, working into side bend. So I'm staying in that golf tilt as I rotate, pausing at my end range and then returning. So exactly the same movement, but using a golf club and just making it a fraction easier. So having the back foot just behind you, pressed against the base of the wall, rather than up against the wall, which will just increase the demands through that front leg. And there we have it. Super simple, yet super effective move. Try a couple of sets of 6 to 8 reps on each side, making sure you hold at that end range for a couple of seconds on each reps. Give it a go and let me know in the comments below how you get on. And if you found this video helpful, then please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button.